bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time. It's clear to see.
Okay, so I did decide that we needed to put this front window in because it does make it a lot easier to go in and out of the cabin. And like I said, I thought about it. I was like, well, if you get a break in the rain during the day or whatever, you can open it up for airflow, but you don't want to take the whole thing down just yet. So, and like I said, the getting in and out, this comes back so far, you really have to duck. So it'd be nice just to flip it up. But to get this straight up, what I did was I marked where the window opens. And at first, all I had up there straight was the broom, and I set the broom on there and was kind of like eyeballing straight. It was not straight. The problem too is the bimini is not exactly straight, so this isn't a straight edge. So what I did was I lined up both of these points to the table, and the mark where the window is, I put the straight edge on there and went straight across from there. So what we're going to have to do is, to do the zipper, we have this length in the center that we have to cut out because otherwise it's going to make the window wider. So what I did was set the zipper on here and mark the width of that. Now I have to cut that out. Now I'm trying to decide how far to go up. I think what I'm going to do is go right up to this stitching right here and sew it up to there, and then that way on the outside I can tuck that up under there. But yeah, it's just a matter of now just trying to decide how I'm going to cut it. I guess just take, I can't mark it with the pencil, so I guess just using the straight edge. Now I've lost my X-Acto knife. I'm so nervous doing this for some reason. I'm just so at least that didn't cut all the way through, but it did score it, so now I know where to cut it. So I can come back with a pair of scissors. I think what I'm going to do is move my sheet and heat cut this and then cut that with scissors. So yeah, gotta do the same thing on this side. You see what I did was lined up the center of that. It is so hard to see that line. So I folded these edges and tucked them up under. But this is the interesting part, and I've already tried this to make sure I could do it before I cut it. But to get to that, pull this up. That's not easy, but we did it. So that's one side. Now it's the hard part because we got the other side. So we have that. Do the same thing over here. So these zippers have been a little bit difficult. Trying to figure out position and everything. What I decided to do was, put that wrong. Put the insertion pins on the bottom, and I actually overhung them just a little bit so that when I snap this, it's not creating a bulge because of the insertion pin knot. That thing's 1/4 of an inch thick. So I put that just on the outside and it zipped up from the bottom. But yeah, making sure, it's not been easy. Here's what we got. So now, if any look. So basically that's it. I got a few more snaps. They weren't marked where I was comfortable, so I didn't put them through. Yeah, I got to put a few more snaps in, but I ended up coming back and Velcroing these because I didn't really like leaving the zipper exposed to the sun, for one, and two, you could get water and breeze through there. When I cut that panel, I cut out enough for the zipper to slide up, My plan was when I sewed the end material on, I was gonna push it over, but I got to where I was afraid to try to leave it over. I just wrapped it around the edge and went straight up, because what I was trying not to do was add too much width, which I did end up with a little more width than I needed, but I was trying not to add to it, so I just sewed them straight up, and the other stuff was too small. So I was like, the easiest thing to do is just put those panels over. That way the zipper's covered, it's sealed, they keep the sun off of it. But yeah, we're definitely come a long way. I mean, as you can see, it's no masterpiece, but I have a cover. So yeah, definitely not perfect, but also not $2,500. That definitely will work. Driving into the wind, at least my seat is going to be dry. Now this seat's probably going to be wet, but I'm still going to do a cover out this back area. That's why I put a zipper up along here. But if I'm driving, you can see pretty well. Alright, so it's not perfect, it's not professional, it's got its imperfections, I've made my mistakes, but overall I'm pretty happy with what I was able to accomplish, not knowing anything about what I was doing. There are things I would have done differently. Like, for one, I would have started with a new bimini top. The other thing I learned was, don't use a Sharpie. I have lines that were not drawn on there, but it doesn't dry on that stuff, so if it touches, it leaves a mark. Yeah, you gotta be careful, because you'll scratch it or burn it. Like I said, I messed up a little bit when I did these, and I had to make the flaps for them, but like I said, overall I'm pretty happy with the way this came out. It ended up costing me about $275 compared to about $2,500 to $2,700. So yeah, I'm not gonna complain. It'll work to keep me out of the weather. I can sit here at the helm and be dry and out of the wind. Now this seat back here is probably gonna be wet. Like I said, I've sewed in a zipper here so I can extend off of this back. I'm gonna work on that when the right pieces get here. I got the wrong ones. But yeah, pretty happy with how it came out. I can see and it fits. So finally, the boat does have an enclosure. Like I said, I'm probably not gonna cover the back. I'm not gonna enclose the back, because if the weather's too bad, I'm just gonna hunker down, batten down the hatches and go inside. But if it's not too bad, you know, just normal rains and stuff like that, I want to be able to keep on going, and I can do that now. So thanks for watching.